Hello, what's going on, guys? I hope you are making money as usual. In today's video, I'm gonna be explaining candlestick as well as market structure. So this is gonna be like an introduction, and it's very important because this is basically like the basics of technical analysis. Make sure you pay close attention. If you miss this lesson, I don't think you are ready to start forex trading. So make sure, please go through, watch it, and then go and backtest. Okay. So as I'm saying, I'm gonna teach you guys about candlestick and market structure. But before that, let's look at the trading view, right? So on my last video or my previous video, I show you guys how to install your trading view or how to configure your trading view, and your own right now should look pretty much like mine. Aside from me, I made a black background. Okay, if you want, you can come back to canvas and you can also make it maybe a white background, but for me, white background is like I I don't know which color I use. I don't really remember. Let me bring it back. Yeah, so this was the color I used right here. So I don't white I don't want white background, okay? But yeah, once your trading view is configured, how does the trading view here works? Normally, these are your tools right here, okay? Like these are some of the tools I show you guys. So this is the box, and then you can also change the colors. You can change everything you want. You can change anything you want, okay? You can make any color you want, right? So on your trading view right here, on top of your screen, you have the time frame, you have the 1 month, you have the 1 week, you have the 1 day, you have the 4 hours, 1 hour, and all of this time frame you have up there is very important when it comes to candlestick, right? And then aside that, you also have the how do I call it? You have the x-axis and the y-axis on your trading view. So on your y-axis here, you see right here that this is the price of the asset. So it goes from the lowest to the highest. Okay, as you keep going up, you see that price going from 4,000 to 5,000, 6,000, and yeah, you keep going higher. And then if you go down, then you're also going like negative, like 4,400, 4,300, 4,200. So when you go down, then price also goes down, right? Now when you look like on your x-axis down here, you can look at the time, okay? Like the date of the part, like where you look at the date. As you go backward, you look at the date in the past. You go forward, you look at the date in the future. So where I put my cursor here, you can see that is at 20th March 2026. You know, if I come here, there is 2nd February 2026. If I come here, it's 24th December 2025. So down here is also the time, as I'm saying. So right now that you understand that your trading view is made out of all of this, which is gonna be really important. Now the next thing is the candlestick. Okay, a candlestick is basically this thing you see right here. This price action right here is made out of a lot of candlestick. So this one is a candlestick, this is a candlestick, this is a candlestick, this is a candlestick, all of these are candlestick. So multiple candlestick you have on your screen here. Now this is what it forms your market structure, okay? Or it forms it forms your price action, okay? So if you don't have candlestick, you cannot read price action, so you need this candlestick. So this candlestick, how are they made out of, and how do they even get formed at the first place? So one thing you have to understand is every candlestick is being printed on a particular time frame. Okay, so right now I'm on the daily time frame. That means that every candlestick here represents 1 day of price action. Okay, this is 1 day of price action, this is 1 day of price action, this is 1 day of price action, this is 1 day of price action. All of these are different days of price action. So if I put my cursor on this particular candle here, this candle is a price action of Monday 29th 2025. Okay, and then if I put it here, then this is 30th January 2026. Okay, so every candle does give you a price action. Now that you understand that every candlestick is being formed on a particular time frame, so in this case I'm basically currently on the daily time frame, or 1 day here. That means every candle take what, 1 day to form, as I said it. So if I go to something like the weekly time frame, that means every candle you see here takes 1 week to form as well. If I come to maybe 8, 4 or 4 hours, every candlestick takes 4 hours to form as well. So yeah, every candle you see there has a different time to form. I can even go to like 45 seconds. So that means every candlestick you see here takes about 45 seconds to form as well, right? Now that you understood that every candlestick form in different time and it takes time to form as well, the next thing you have to understand, why do those candlesticks have different colors? You see that you have red one, you have green one, you have red one, you have green. You have two colors basically. So one thing in forex trading is you have the directional price. Price can either go up or price can either go down. Okay, price can either go up or price can either go down. So if price goes up, then that means that price is bullish. We call that what? Bullish price action. If price is going down, then that means is what? Is a bearish price action. So in this case here, if you see a candlestick that is red, that means that is a bearish candlestick. And then if you see a candlestick that is green, that's a bullish candlestick. But again, the candlestick colors can change. We can change that. So it's not always the case. But a candlestick that goes down, that means that is a bearish candlestick. A candlestick that goes up is a bullish candlestick. Okay, but we'll get more into that later. Right now, let's understand how those candlesticks form, and then let's understand every part of the candlestick, right? So a candlestick has basically two parts, right? We have what we call by the body of the candle, and you have what you call by the wick of the candle. So what do you have? You have the body, and then you have the wick of the candle. So these are basically the two parts of the candlestick. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's say in real life you have maybe a candle, right? Let's say you have a candle in real life, and I think most of the time candle in real life have like white bodies. So let me try to, this 25, let me make it this. So this is basically white candlestick right here. So this candlestick in real life you have here have maybe flame, right? It has maybe something like this, and then it has flame on it. Okay, it has this, and then it has what? Or let me even use, yeah, let me just use that. So you have a flame on the candlestick, right? So this candlestick in real life that has flame here, what are the parts? So the part, this part that you have here, this is the body of the candlestick, okay, or the candle. In real life, you just call them candle, right? And then this is the flame of the candle, and then this particular thing here, this is called the wick. So this is the wick of the candlestick. Okay, I don't know if the explanation I made here actually is very simple. So a candle has a body and it has a wick as well. So let me bring back this one to 25, and then let me bring back to blue. I don't think that was the blue I have. Yeah, that blue there. So if I zoom into this candle right here, you can see that the candle has what? Wicks. Okay, you see that it has wick on this, like to the downside right here, and then yet it has another wick to the upside as well, and then this is the body of the candle. So body of the candle is made out of what? Body and then wick. Okay, very easy. Now, how do those candlesticks get formed? As I told you guys, every candle takes about maybe 1 hour to form, or maybe one day to form. Depends on the time frame you are looking at price, but whatever time frame you choose, the candlestick takes exactly that time to form. So how do they form? So basically the candlestick has 4 parts, which you have to remember, very important. Okay, it has what? The opening. Okay, it has what? The opening price. You have the closing price. Then you have the highest price. Okay, the highest, what am I writing? The highest price. And then you have the lowest price. Okay, so this is basically all the part that you have to remember about a candlestick. So let me give you an example. So let's say that a candlestick has opened exactly at this line here. So assuming that this is the opening of that candlestick. So what you're gonna do here is that I'm gonna put something here like opening. Okay, this is the opening of that candlestick. So when a candlestick opens, remember I told you guys that it takes time for the candlestick to form, right? So let's assume in this case is a 1 minute candlestick. So every candle that is being formed takes 1 minute. So this is the opening of that 1 minute candlestick, right? So within that 1 minute, price open here. So within the 1 minute, price can go up, price can go down, price can do anything, right? So let's assume that within the 1 minute, price went up, then price went down, and then price went up, price did all of this. And let's assume that the 1 minute passes by, and then this is the final price when that 1 minute pass. So when that 1 minute pass, then price maybe stops somewhere here around maybe 39,044 something, right? So when price closes here or stops here, then this is the closing price. Okay, I'm not gonna write like price, the whole price, but like this is the opening and then this is the closing. Meaning what? When that 1 minute started, price was here, and then within the 1 minute, price went up, price went down, price went up, price went down, and then after when the 1 minute finishes, then price end up here. So this is the closing. Okay, so now remember we are looking at the highest price and the lowest price as well. So within that 1 minute, okay, let me try to put like something like this. Okay, let me put something here. and then let me put something here as well. So this is within the 1 minute. So within this 1 minute from here to here, what is the highest price has gone? So the highest price has gone is right here, okay? And what is the lowest price has gone? The lowest price has gone is here as well. So what do you see? The highest is here, the lowest is here, the opening is here, the closing is here. So let's annotate this as well. So what do you have? You have the lowest price has gone within that time, okay? And then what's the highest? The highest price has gone within that time is this one as well. So what do you see here? You have the highest price has gone, the lowest price has gone, right? So now we said that a candlestick has body and wick, okay? So where is the body, where is the wick? So the body mostly is the opening and the closing. The difference is in price, okay? The difference in price within the opening and closing. So the opening is here and then the closing is here. So from this opening down here all the way to the closing here, this is gonna form the body of the candlestick. I don't know if you guys understand. So in this case, let me try to make the candle, maybe I think I can make it green, right? Let me try to make like green candle right here. All right, so this is the body of the candle. Why is it the body? The body is always the difference in price between the opening and the closing. That gives you the body right here. And then from this closing to the highest price has gone, okay, like from this body all the way to the highest price has gone, you mark that as well, but that is gonna be the wick to the upside, and then you're gonna have a wick to the downside as well if this is what the lowest price has gone, right? So how do the wick being formed? The wick is basically from the closing or the opening to the highest and the lowest. That form the wick. So this opening here and then to the lowest, this is like the wick to the downside, and then this is the highest and then this is the closing, so that's the wick to the upside as well. And then the opening to the closing, this creates what the body of the candlestick here. I hope that makes sense. Very simple. The body of the candlestick is right here, and then the wicks are basically the highest and the lowest price has gone within that time. Now, some candlesticks have a bigger body, some candlesticks have a smaller body, some candlesticks have no wick. So let's assume that this candlestick doesn't or shouldn't have a wick. So if, or maybe doesn't have a wick to the downside. Doesn't have a wick to the downside, meaning what? Maybe price open here, right? And then as price open, price directly went up. Price went up, maybe came here and then start dropping, and then maybe came here and then came here and then closes here. So in this case, when you're looking here, the highest price has gone is here, the lowest price has gone is maybe here, but then the lowest is not below the opening. Remember, it's not below the opening. The opening is way lower than where price came here, and then this is the closing. So in this case here, there is not gonna be a wick to the downside. The candle is actually gonna look something like this. Why is the candle gonna look like this? Because price did not go any lower than the opening. If price happened to probably like go a bit lower than the opening, maybe it did something like this and then it went up, then it's gonna create what? A small wick to the downside. The wick is not gonna be too long. It's gonna be exactly at the lowest price has gone. So it's gonna give you something like this. So because of the highest the lowest price go, that's how sometimes you see like a candle with a long wick or maybe a shorter wick. Some candles just don't have any wick at all. Some candles may not even have wick to the both side, like not even to the upside, not even to the downside. So in this case, maybe price just opened here and then it did something like this and it just closes here. So it didn't go above the closing and then it didn't go below the opening as well. So that can also happen. Now, how does the color of the candle being formed? So as I'm saying, a bullish candle is when the difference from opening and closing is greater than 0, right? So let's say it has opened here and then it went up. So if you try to do the difference, price has gone up since the opening, closing, price has went up. So since price went up, it's gonna give you what? A bullish candle. And a bullish candle most of the time by default it's gonna be what? It's gonna be green. Okay, and now let's assume that another case where maybe let me I don't know if I can draw another thing for you here. So let's say that we have another candlestick that opened here, right? Let's say this is the opening, and then maybe it did something like this, and then it did something like this, and then it did this. So this is, where is the opening? The opening is right here. Okay, let me try to put this is the opening right here, and then where's the closing? This is the closing right here. Where's the highest price has gone within that time? Is this one right here. Whereas the lowest price has gone within that time as well, this right here. So if you want to draw this, you're gonna take it from the opening here to the closing here. And then in this case, since the difference went from opening to closing like to the downside, like price actually went down within that time, then it's gonna give you a red candle, like a bearish candlestick basically. And red because why? That's the default. Okay, so you're gonna have the wick like this as well. So the wick is gonna start exactly at the highest price has gone here, and then the lowest price has gone here. So this is how the candlestick is gonna be formed, right? So these are basically how candlestick getting formed as well. So we're gonna go on the chart right now, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how that works. Okay, so when I look at this candle here, this is on the daily, and this candle on the daily is gonna close. This daily candle is gonna close in about 32 minutes. So within that 32 minutes, price can keep going up down, so that when that 32 minutes goes by, then another candlestick is basically gonna be forming, like something like this. But since today I'm making this video is Friday, when this candlestick closes, then the next candlestick is gonna be on Monday. So on Monday you are gonna have a new candlestick that will open, and then it will do this, and then eventually it's gonna give you another candlestick, right? Now we're gonna go on the 1 minute. Since on the 1 minute the candlestick open and closes faster, we're gonna come on the 1 minute. So on this 1 minute right here, you can see that we have a 1 minute candle here that's gonna close about 36 seconds. Okay, you can see the timing right here. It's gonna close about 30 something, and you're gonna wait for the new candle, and we'll use everything I told you. You can see that the candle went from being green to being red. Like, you can replay this video, you'll see that it went from being green to being red. Why is that? It's because since it opened here, it went up, so it was bullish. Now since the open is here and it's now going down, it's now bearish. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna wait for this candle to close, and then we're gonna put the line exactly at the new opening. Okay, so I'm waiting for this candle to close. There you go, the candle closed. So this is the opening. So this exactly where price at right now. This is the opening right there. So I'm gonna put this is what the opening of that candle. So since this is the opening, we have 1 minute to see if price is gonna go up or down. So within that 1 minute, this is the lowest price has gone, and then this is the highest price it is at right now. So let's see what price is gonna do. This is the highest price has gone. So within the 1 minute, price can go up, price can go down. Now the highest price has gone is here, right? And then now the lowest price has gone is keep going down. Do you see, like, as price is moving, the candle is changing? So this now the lowest price has gone. So you can see that this is the opening right here. Lowest price has gone, highest price has gone. But since price didn't close yet, like that candlestick didn't close because the 1 minute didn't go by yet, then this candle is gonna keep moving all the way until the 1 minute goes by. So now we have few seconds. We have like 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and boom, you have a new candlestick. So where do you have now the closing here? So where's the opening? The opening was here, and then the closing is up here, right? And then this is the highest price has gone, the lowest price has gone. So you can see that it has done exactly that, and it gave us what? A green candle, because it opened here, it closed above. So this price went up within this 1 minute. The highest price has gone, created a wick. The lowest price has gone, created a wick. So now you also have another candlestick that's open right here, and then this is the highest price has gone, and then this is the lowest price has gone as well. So right now, what are we doing? You're waiting for the closing. It's gonna take about 25 seconds. So this is basically how all of these candlesticks are being formed. Okay, on every single time frame, by the way. If I go to the 15 minute, it's basically the same thing. Right now I'm on the 15 minute. You can see that we have this previous 15 minute candle that has closed bullish right here, and then you have a new candlestick. So this new candlestick here is gonna take about 14 minutes. It left with 14 minutes to close, so you know exactly when that candlestick is gonna close. Okay, so right now what's gonna happen is you're waiting for this candlestick to close, and then a new candlestick is gonna open. And when you have plenty of this candlestick, now it creates a price action for you. Okay, it creates what? A price action for you. And the price action that you get here, that's when you now analyze, and then you get for maybe trade setup. Maybe you got a zone here, and then you want to sell here, and you have a stop loss here, and then you have a take profit. I'm gonna teach you all of that, but yeah, this is basically introduction to candlestick. So I think that would be pretty much it for this video. I'm not gonna talk about market structure in this video right here. That's gonna be the second video. So I'm gonna do a part 2 video for this particular video right here. So go ahead and practice. Try to go and look at your trading view, look at the candlestick, look at how they are being created, opening, closing, and all of that, right? So I think that would be pretty much it. So see you guys on my next trading content.